Okay, so we're working on a 2007 Honda CRV. This is the EX model with a 2.4 liter engine. We're just going to do an oil and filter change. I just did a tire rotation, but I'm not going to show that on camera because there's nothing really to show there. So first thing I do, we're going to be using 5W20 synthetic. I personally never go by the engine cap. I was taught not to use this in case somebody bought an aftermarket cap, or for whatever reason they bought a used one and it didn't match the viscosity of the vehicle. So I never go by the engine cap. I always go by the vehicle's VIN and I identify it that way. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to jack up this vehicle. I actually have plenty of room to lay under here. It's flat, level surface, and I'm now somewhat skinny enough to sneak under there. So I'm not going to jack it up. However, you may need to. So first thing I'm going to do, just remove the oil cap. So for the drain bolt, it's a 17 millimeter. I'm using a 6-point socket, mid-depth. You will need a drain pan of your choosing. I prefer these because I'm mobile, so otherwise at home I might not use this. Okay, now take the drain bolt out. I keep a good amount of pressure while I'm unscrewing it, and I'm pressing in, and once I know it's off, boom, just pull it back and you won't really get too much oil on your hand. Okay, so always make sure to use a new washer on your drain bolt so you can minimize any leaking. Okay, so we're going to let that drain, and then we're going to remove the filter next. Okay, so I have a brand new oil filter directly from Honda, and I think I have a washer. Yep. Always make them give me a new washer. Okay, we got a new washer, new filter. Let's match our. I have a bunch of different oil filter caps. That's not gonna work. Let's see. Okay. Once again, I don't have a part number for this oil filter wrench, so you guys will most likely just need to Google it. So I'm not going to add that in the description or anything. Okay, always remember that the gasket comes off with your oil filter. You never want to double gasket filter, otherwise you'll be basically buying your customer a new filter and all new engine oil. So I typically like to fill the filter. It's usually like 2/10 of a quart, if that. Normally I don't make a mess, but since I was filming for you all, I just did. You're welcome. Okay, so we got a new filter. And a wise technician will always fill it up first, as long as it's vertical and it's not like horizontal like a Civic or something. Well, even the Civic, I believe you could still do it, but maybe some of the Subarus not. So I always go hand tight. Since I have lube on my hands, I'm gonna use my wrench. I typically go hand tight, but my hands are saturated with oil. Okay, so that'll do. Okay, so now typically what I like to do, so this car holds about 4.5 quarts. Of course the wind's going to pick up. Let me see. Nope, still got a little more. So I'm only going to leave about half a quart in here, and I'm going to see where we're at. What I like to typically do on every oil change on every vehicle is I fill it up to the capacity, and maybe I'll put like 2/10. If it's like 4.5 quarts, I'll do my best to go to like 4.3 or something. And then I like to start the vehicle and run it for a minute. So what I'm going to do now is I'm putting around 4.5. I wasn't able to do it. So I put in 4.5 quarts. Okay. Now I like to run the vehicle for about a minute, maybe 2. while I'm doing that, I go around and I double check my work. Meaning, I double check that everything was torqued down, my oil filter, and we have no leaks. So I shouldn't see any oil dripping out from the drain bowl or the filter. Okay, so now that the car had a chance to run, I'm gonna shut it off. I usually am. Actually, it's such a nice day today. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So I'm about what I expect. So I'm gonna add, it's right about a half a quart. Double check this reading. Okay, we're right on the money, so I'll show the oil life maintenance reset procedure on the next video. However, that will complete this oil and filter change on this vehicle, and thank you guys for watching.